Have you ever felt like the whole world was against you? Imagine facing an entire town ready to throw you off a cliff. This was the reality for Jesus in his hometown of Nazareth. It all began on a seemingly ordinary Sabbath day. Jesus, now famous for his teachings and miracles, returned to Nazareth where he had grown up. The air was thick with anticipation as he entered the synagogue. All eyes were on him as he stood up to read from the scroll of Isaiah. With authority, Jesus declared, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor." The crowd listened intently, amazed at his gracious words. But then Jesus did something unexpected. He boldly claimed that this prophecy was fulfilled in their hearing. At first, the people were impressed. "Isn't this Joseph's son?" they marveled. But their admiration quickly turned to anger when Jesus challenged their assumptions. He reminded them of times when God favored foreigners over Israelites, implying that his message was for all people, not just them. The atmosphere in the synagogue shifted dramatically. Faces contorted with rage as Jesus' words struck a nerve. How dare he suggest that God's favor extended beyond their community? Their pride and prejudice boiled over into fury. Suddenly, the crowd surged forward. They seized Jesus and dragged him out of the synagogue. Their intent was clear, to throw him off the cliff at the edge of town. The mob's angry shouts filled the air as they pushed and shoved Jesus towards certain death. But then, something extraordinary happened. As they reached the brow of the hill, Jesus simply turned and walked right through the crowd. It was as if an invisible force field surrounded him. The people who moments ago were intent on killing him now couldn't even touch him. Luke 4:30 tells us, "But he walked right through the crowd and went on his way." In that moment, Jesus demonstrated his divine nature and authority. No human force could harm him until his appointed time. This incredible event teaches us powerful lessons. It shows that standing for truth may sometimes lead to rejection, even from those closest to us. Yet, it also reminds us that when we align ourselves with God's purpose, he provides supernatural protection and guidance. Jesus' escape wasn't just about saving his own life. It was about continuing his mission to bring hope and salvation to all people. His message of inclusivity and God's universal love was too important to be silenced by narrow-mindedness and prejudice. Today, we might not face angry mobs, but we often encounter opposition when standing for our beliefs. Like Jesus, we're called to speak truth with love, even when it's unpopular. And we can trust that God is with us, guiding our steps and protecting us as we fulfill his purpose for our lives. Keep your eyes on the Word of God. These best Bible stories will teach you life. Join Embrace Amazing and share the love.